If you're using earplugs and a comms unit, this might be of interest. Hi, Tony here, welcome back to the cave, and it seems like it's been a while since I've done something out of the garage here. So this week I thought I'd bring you a video on a new product that I picked up recently. If you follow the channel, or if you've been fishing around on YouTube looking for videos on ear protection, you may well have seen the video that I did a while back with the Ultimate Hearing Protection Systems squidgy and filtered earplugs. Now, I've been wearing those consistently when I ride, and I have to say I'm still really very pleased with them. Very comfortable, do a great job, much better than the foam ones that I was using previously. Can't say enough good things about them. I've been using comms units more on the bike, and I've been using the filtered earplugs, and it's worked pretty well. But I have noticed, and after chatting with Dave Marshall, Ultimate Hearing, he confirmed my suspicions that actually what I'm doing is turning the comms unit up louder so I can hear it clearer through the earplugs, and that's really defeating the object of having the earplugs in the first place. So he talked to me about their SoundEars products, which are the same kind of plug. It's the same squidgy, a slight difference in the design, and we'll go through that when we look at them a little bit more closely. But the SoundEars have high quality built-in speakers, so they become headphones. The theory behind that is obviously you can turn the comms unit down much lower, so you still get the benefits of having the earplugs in, but you get uninterrupted and very clear communications from whatever device you're using. Obviously, I'd already had my impressions made, so I sent those off to the guys, and then I popped along to their stand at the Motorcycle Live Show at NEC, and my SoundEars were ready and waiting for me, and this is the package that you get. They come in this really handy protective case with the Ultimate Hearing logo on top. And inside you will find your SoundEars. We'll move those out of the way for a second. We'll come on to the earphones in a moment, but what else do you get in the box? Well, you get your ear comfort lotion, or the gel. That just is a nice little lubricant, makes it easier to get the earpieces in first time, and if you suffer from dry ears, which I do, that just helps with those. You also get a small tool here, which sounds disgusting, but that's there to be able to clear out any debris or wax or anything that gets in the sound port in the top of that. So important that you don't lose that. And then on the other side, there's another cable, your use instructions, a user manual, and you normally get a couple of sachets of alcohol wipes as well, just to wipe those down. And there's a little bit here about the guide of how to use them and all of the safety ratings and everything that's on there, so all the stuff that you need. So here's that secondary cable, and why have we got this? Well, as I mentioned in the video, I use Sena Bluetooth communications units, and this plug here is built specifically to go into that unit. Now, plugging this into the Bluetooth unit is straightforward. On the Sena 30K that I use, there's a little rubber grommet on the front mount. Pull that away and you've got a secondary input for speakers. Just plug that in and away you go. And this is here, so if you want to or need to extend it, but also if you want to plug that in there and then plug this into your iPhone or your iPod, or just use them as headphones, then you've got that ability to do that as well. Gives you a lot more functionality with these than just wearing them on your motorcycle. Now, I talked about the construction of these, and you can see they are two different colours. The clear section is there just to make it a bit easier for you to see if there's any debris or anything inside this channel here that you would need to clear out. But also this lighter coloured part is a slightly softer gel. So this is the same as the squidgy or the filtered plugs. This section here is a little bit more firm, and that's just because that's housing the delicate electronics of the headphones, so you need a little bit more protection. It's still flexible, it still fits into your ear well, but it's nice that that's got the same flex as the original, so that's nice and comfortable, and you've got no worries about this part getting damaged in here. The cables run out to a splitter, and they're a decent length so that you can get them plugged in and you haven't got masses of wires hanging out by the time you want to plug this into your unit. You can have them customized, so you've got the usual choice of colors on any of the products that they make. And on this one, the guys very kindly put my Man Cave logo on the side of them. But speak to the guys at Ultimate Hearing. If you've got any special colour requirements, they can do that. They can do one in one colour, one in another colour if you prefer that. They are always coded. So anything in red that you have on here, the red writing, which you probably can't see that well in this video, but that's for your right ear, and the blue wording goes in your left ear. But if you ever tried to put one of those in the wrong ear, you'll realise quite quickly that it's pretty much impossible to do. Okay, so this is what you get in the kit. The real test is what are they like on the bike, and I've done a short video just talking through how I found them since I've been using them. And if you're looking for any other kind of endorsements, well, these SoundEars are exactly the same model that are used by Kimi Räikkönen. Kimi is a client of Ultimate Hearing. These are the earplugs that he uses. So if they're good enough for Kimi, they're certainly good enough for me.
Okay, so we're on the bike now, and I've got the SoundEars in. You can see where they plug in. I've got them just hooked up at the moment to the voice recorder on my iPhone. I was trying to see if I could connect the center Bluetooth directly to the GoPro camera. I haven't done that successfully yet. Now, one of the beauties of these SoundEars is that I still get that quality of sound suppression that I'm used to, but whereas before I would have to turn the volume of my comms unit up to compensate for having the earplugs in, which kind of defeats the object of doing it. In this scenario, I can turn the volume levels down really low on all of the applications, and you can do that really easily through the Center app. Now with the 30K, I can just go on and set the volume for all of the individual parts, whether that's the intercom, the radio, the music, the phone, whatever that may be. And I've turned them down to minimum and just gone up one click, and the quality of sound I get is perfect. Now SoundEars market these as having a night and day difference to wearing any other kind of ear protection and turning your communications unit up, and I have to agree with them. I get the same quality of noise suppression that I would do with the squidgies or the filter plugs. So I've still got that ambient noise. I can still hear the engine note. I can still hear traffic around me. But the buzz, the frequency from the noise from the helmet and everything else is suppressed. So I'll get a really nice, comfortable riding level of noise through my ears. But when the comms unit comes in, I have that turned down to 1, and it's as clear as a bell. No problem. So for me, I think these are a worthwhile investment. It is a little bit more of a faff in terms of you've got to plug it into the unit and put those in. You've just got to remember when you take your helmet off that your earplugs are connected to the helmet, which is, you get used to that after a while. Would I recommend these? I think wholeheartedly. If you're going to spend the money on the squidgies, but if you're using comms units a lot for sat-nav or talking in groups, then I think the extra that you pay for these is well worth it. As I said before, if you're putting earplugs in to muffle the noise and then turning your comms unit up to compensate for that, you're kind of almost in the realms of not bothering to wear earplugs in the first place. So it makes a lot of sense, and I completely agree with Ultimate Ear on that. These will get a lot of use. With the comms unit in here, it works perfectly.
And there you go. I think the SoundEars are fantastic, and although they are an extra cost on top of the squidgies, they give you much better performance when using comms or listening to music or whatever it is that you do on the bike. You're not risking the damage to your ears by turning the volume levels up way high, and I think the clarity is much better than trying to listen to them through the normal ear defenders. They also have a set now that have a Bluetooth transmitter built in, so you still get the wires coming from your ears to a small unit, but you don't have to plug that in anywhere. If that works for you, that might be a much better solution. The cost for those is obviously a bit higher, but that might be better suited to you than having a plug-in one. I didn't find that the cable plugging into the center unit that I have to be a problem. You just put the headphones on as you would do normally, and it's very easy just to plug that wire in and tuck it down your neck out of the way. So are they worth buying? Well, I think having any kind of ear protection is a good thing. And if you're using comms units or other devices to listen to sat-nav directions, talk to other people in the groups, listen to music, whatever it may be, then these I think are well worth the money and are certainly something that you might want to look at investing in. If you've got any comments or questions, you know where to put them down below, and all that leaves me to say is until next time, thanks for watching, take care, ride safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.